Hello friends, welcome to another blind let's play, look, thing, play, Rongo fumbles around kind of game thing. This is Kona Day 1. It's a game I backed on Kickstarter. I missed the first initial early alpha because I lost it in my inbox. But never let that stop me. We'll do it again. So this game is produced by a Canadian studio. It's done in French, Canadian, and in English, and is basically is set obviously in this wintry Canadian land, the frozen tundra the northwards bound folk. Sort of similar. It's actually funded by the same fund, partly funded, I should say, by the same fund that funds Long Dark. But it is a mystery. And it's an episodic mystery. So there will be multiple episodes released of this game. And this is day 1, Kona Day 1. So we're going to play. Got my settings all adjustificated. So we're going to start. I have not played this at all, seen it played, watched it played, or anything else other than certainly test build footage, etc. So this is a beta. Alt F4 to quit. Oh, yay. So we're going to see how well it runs. You have to, you basically have to control alt delete to quit the game. So interesting, but it is alpha. First chance to look at this. I'm really interested because they went back and forth a lot on a lot of how they were going to do things. They originally had these memory modes, kind of reminiscent of, what was that game called? The Legend of something or other. It was a really beautiful, really short game. I didn't play it on my channel, but yeah, that one game. Press the any button. You can use controller or a mouse keyboard.
Carl Faubert, private detective, had just traveled thousands of kilometers from Montreal to reach this remote, middle-of-nowhere area situated near the far northern Lake Atamipek. Granted, that was a great distance to cover for a sole client, but word had it that he was a particularly wealthy one.
Wow. A little bit of VSync tearing again. Alright, can we pick things up? Oh, we can indeed. Right click zoom. It's kind of funny that we just had that same mechanic.
Can't
E to
have
pick
a
up.
smoke without fire. And
All right,
Carl always enjoyed lighting a match.
Alright, so we gotta get some.
He was afraid of the dark.
Well, let's get it. Well, let's.
Carl had to drive a bit further north in order to meet with wealthy industrialist William Hamilton.
Alright, so. Wow. Having just played.
William Hamilton was a prosperous owner who had acquired various businesses, as well as metal mines in this northern region.
Can I not pick? I can't pick the camera up? Or the flashlight?
Carl, always diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in
February
which he
15th.
scribbled
So
down
we'll be
thoughts
coming
and
back and
leads
checking
alike
this as
during the
time
course
goes on,
of his
so.
investigations.
I have to meet at the general store. Marvelous. And I can't pick up the flashlight? Dang it. I want the flashlight and the camera. Oh, there we go.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally,
Marvelous.
had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something
Really?
out there
This is what
waiting
he's
to
got?
be snapped away, even when removed from civilization.
Okay, any good PI should have a good telephoto lens. Alright, oh yes, Freak. Aw, what a great picture. Let me keep it. Alright, it's a little brightly blown out. Objectives. Sweet. Alright, and can we... Oh, now we can...
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
It would be awesome if the narrator was self-aware, fourth Wally wise. What was that game? Oh, dang it! Kind of like what was that? Oh, that game. Wow, I'm just having a bad day remembering words. Ooh, what's this? Batman, Spider-Man, and I don't know, Steamy Eye Man. Wow, it is.
Carl had a lot on his plate. He had to get back on the road.
I will. I gotta investigate. I'm an investigator. Shh, quiet. Evidently, this first one is about an hour and a half of gameplay. But depending upon how much you spend, studying the wood grain. Oh my god, that's great detail. Those are some nice textures. Holy crap. It may take a little longer than the hour and a half to get through it. Wow, these are really nice textures. Alright, let's get in our Chevrolet truck. Nice way of getting around copyright.
The journey ahead was calling. The case won't close itself. William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
Can I turn off my windshield wipers? Can I turn them off? Oh, that's good. You can put the mouse up. Okay.
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others, an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortune. And these ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him.
Whee! I'm not sure if this is a racing game or not.
Carl was not made aware that winter would come early this year.
He was not made aware?
Made clear who was the boss up there. Snow, which didn't care much about the date when it felt like dumping its first load of the year.
That's what he said.
Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses.
Okay,
but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
This is like seriously snowy now. God, that's good. Can I stop and get out?
Now wasn't a good time to go wander about. Hamilton was still out there.
What if I really want to, though?
Carl was dying to stretch his legs. Yeah. But he had to stay focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, I don't know if it's self-aware. Let's see.
Now wasn't a good time to go wander about.
I don't think it is.
Hamilton was still out there.
What am I trying to remember? Prabble. Oh my goodness. It's gonna kill me. Stanley Parable. That's what I'm trying to think of. Dang it. Yes. There's another one too that I haven't played yet. Which looks really good. It's also really short. Whoa! He was like off the road. Okay, this is like...
Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far,
okay, I guess I should be paying attention to... Holy shit, it is...
But soon enough, Carl
white out conditions.
The target would become the man himself.
I should probably pay attention to the text because, I mean, it's a mystery, and I'm sure that I'm getting some hints right now. I know Hamilton is... So he's an industrialist that people are pissed off at. But he's also the guy who's hired us to do something.
Spanning several hectares of virgin forest blanketed in eternal snow, the Manistan region, comprised mostly of bellowing caribous and inviolate lakes, wasn't exactly touristic. It was said that its lands had harbored the Cree people for thousands of years. But since the Industrial Revolution, it seemed that all they harbored were metal mines.
And it'd be okay to be underground. It's always the same. Ooh, we're hauling ass.
Very few souls claim the territory surrounding Lake Atamipek.
I wonder if these little
Barely
roads
be
off
called
the
a
side.
village,
Whoa,
an
whoa.
enclave, or a settlement perhaps. Anything that illustrates middle of nowhereness bordering the backwoods of the Cree kingdom.
It's not slippery. So I do have the season pass for this game since I backed it early on. So I'll be playing the whole game as it comes out. Okay, we got a tree down.
Since 1941, the general store provided the populace with various goods that couldn't be plucked from nature itself. William Hamilton had recently taken over the place. In fact, the whole region was now his.
Okay, now, so this is a survival game. I mean, you have to worry about cold, from what I understand. So, I'm not sure how much. I want your waters.
The man had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Okay. I guess a lot of things are interactive, can be interacted with.
Carl proudly remembered an essential fact of his Survival 101 class in the Army. Wolves won't approach crowded areas. Or was it about bears?
Okay, they need to get the animations unsynchronized, because that looks always weird. The doors are shut from the other side.
The door was locked.
Dang it. I like how I'm just immediately, like, pilfering through someone's garbage. Wow. That looks really freaking good. Sorry, hashtag Rongo tourist. Oh shit! Okay, good. I guess they aren't going to eat me. I thought they were dogs, not actually wolves. Okay.
Hate was in the air. Seems like some villagers
Now,
barely tolerated each other.
Hopefully. Now, can I keep that? E to read it.
Hate was in the air. Seems like some villagers barely tolerated
Let everyone know a brigand, a robber, a garbage hoarder, a viper, a leech, a monster! Hold it out to my throat. Too bad for me, but... Ooh. Can I keep it? Oh, I can't keep it. Oh, God, it's gorgeous. You can jump. Yay! You can crouch. Crouch. You can run. Run. All the usual suspects. Alright, I guess we'll go inside. Now, I'm not sure how much
Whatever
the game...
happened here, things got pretty rough. And not a trace of Hamilton.
So that, I kind of think indicates that I'm warm now.
Gilles Lachance, Carl recollected, was the general store's manager. Should Hamilton not be available, he was the man to talk to. Or what if Hamilton had moved up his appointment with his physician?
Okay. Okay, that's really weird music.
You don't leave ammunition out in the open like this?
Now when I'm around, I will thief the hell out of that shit. Beef jerky. Survival rations. Military ration packs. Ooh, a little bit of a, the place is a mess, okay. Sugar and caffeine. I like the way things are interacted with various canned fish. We'll check that in a second. A map of the province of Quebec. Space Race, I hope you watch these and I hope you translate for me. Okay.
Amateur hunters showing some pride in having killed a nice
Great
mountain
Dane.
beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become
That's a
extinct
wolf.
within 10
Okay.
years, Carl thought. A nice picture of the Magasin La Chance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten.
Ah, snowmobilers.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
Military or something like that? Oh.
By all appearances, the general store also served as a post office. Letters and packages awaited the locals'
Moot.
daily visit.
Oh, shit. Lights on. Good garage. Store.
The note explained that both the garage and the store shouldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Oh, okay. So let's turn it off here for a second.
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was
Yeah,
a
Carl
first.
is bemused. So there is, from what originally the game intended, there is a supernatural element to this game. Okay, that needs to die. Yes, thank you. Pumps. Okay. Just gonna fill up my truck if I need to. Anything else to investigate over here? These beers are not even cold. So freshly delivered? Okay. Duct tape! Ooh, what's... Okay. Let's read. To open the cash register, punch the price, 2 numbers minimum. Press sale. Turn the crank 2 times. Alright, so let's oh, hold on. So sale 10. What does that sign say? Delete. Okay. So 10 cents. I don't see the oh, there's a crank over there. Okay, I'm trying to select. I can only hover, looks like, over the 1 and the 2. Seven. Alright, I am a moron, obviously. I can't figure out how the cash register works. Alright. Let's read the note again. Open cash register, punch the price, 2 numbers minimum, press sale, turn the crank 2 times. Okay, so let's just punch. Okay, let's punch the 2 numbers. Okay, now I can't punch anything. This may not be working yet, or I might just be a complete ultramaroon.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Alright, so I can't, Alright, so let's try this. Okay, if you guys know what I did wrong here, you guys can feel free to comment below, because I don't know what I did wrong. Alright, let's hop up. First aid kit. Yes, thank you. Alright, let's go back and...
Everyone knew the stories of Donalda and Alexis.
except for me.
And everyone hated Séraphin Poudrier just the same. Even
yeah.
at the edge of the world, this was no exception.
I will trust them. Alright, so let's turn the power off here. And then we'll go out over to the...
Carl was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
repair generator. Matches, ammo. Duct tape? Yeah, I don't think duct tape and cigarettes. Polaroid film is going to do it. Alright, let's go to the garage. Okay, well that did not work. Moron alert. I didn't see any, let's close the door behind us. I didn't see a key, did I? Yes. Put this back on. Put that off. Can't have both on. Mains on and off. Can't open any of those. There was that other weird snow... Oh, can I have some of these nail screws and bolts? Okay, no, I guess I can't.
Nothing looks more like a soap from that time than another soap from that time.
Oh. More bullets, at least. Gotta love my bullets! Alright, guys, well... Oh, hold on. The place... Okay, it's still just that. Alright. I am going to call it an episode here while I stumble around, literally. When I come back, we'll try and figure out how we're supposed to get into the garage. I must be stuck at 3 p.m. Okay. I must be missing something really obvious, so I may stumble around here teensy tiny bit more. Just make sure I didn't miss something obvious. Like how to open this up. Which is what it's got to be. Punch the price, 2 numbers, press sale, turn the crank. So there should be a cranky thing. But yeah, it's just so weird that randomly I can... Yeah, I don't get it. Alright guys, I will admit my cluelessness, and I'll see you in the next episode. For now, it's been RongoTheBold. If you guys are enjoying it, click the like button. Let me know in the comments below what I'm doing wrong. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!